smell like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smell like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smell like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smell like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smell like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smell like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And of course, Jeff, guys, if you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, smoke.
What's up?
Man, we love it. Bald
He's
head
finally
in
making
the
it first.
chat.
That's why he's doing it.
That's why we love the Reaper, man.
Respect my authority.
Day one. Respect my authority. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know what I thought about? You know I mulled over
What?
that blasphemous statement that Smoke said Rogue One was poop. And you want to know why it was blasphemous?
Why was it blood?
Because that literally has one of the best Vader scenes in Star Wars history.
Yeah, but I think that's also what he's saying. Like, the entire movie is trash, but the only good part was when Vader came at the end. And yeah, that was the best scene ever, but the movie was really good. It actually had substance. And then if you watched
because you want to know why they failed.
Exactly.
You see what I'm
because
saying?
they've been pondering for decades, how did they get the blueprint to the Death Star?
Right.
But they never explained how they got it. So this was the film to explain how they got the blueprints to the Death Star. Not only that, they did 2 seasons of Andor on Disney Plus, and they were both phenomenal. So if you watch those, then watch Rogue One,
Oh, dude,
I guarantee
the payoff is so much worth.
Yeah, I guarantee you will have a different perspective than what you think it is.
That was the only scene that was good.
That's what I'm saying. He thinks that's the only scene that was good because he said that before.
So like, Smoke, when I gotta understand, man. I gotta understand your film mind. I want to understand because, like, I'm not I'm not at odds with you on how you. We
gotta break it down.
Yeah, I want to see how you watch movies. I definitely want to see
how you break
movies.
down.
Yeah,
movies.
how you break down movies.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because I know we could both agree. Okay, Transformers was pretty fucking sick. Like the original
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, the original trilogy.
That's
was
it. No. Transformers 2 was trash. It was.
Oh yeah, there was nothing.
They had no direction.
There was
they
nothing.
Didn't know. They're like, oh shit, the first one it made a lot of money.
They didn't expect it to be, but they spent like a hell of billions of dollars.
I know.
Like, why would it fail?
They're like, what the fuck do we do? Let's just make up some shit. So
what did they?
The ancient
go to the desert.
Yeah, the ancient primes.
The ancient primes. Sentinel. No, that was the third movie.
That was the third movie.
Yeah. Black Coffee! Yes, sir.
What it do?
Oh man, glad to see you.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a
brother.
minute, man.
Absolutely. How
seeing
you been,
doing
my man?
He's been working
He's
hard.
been working hard.
We can see on his
Absolutely.
Instagram, bro.
Absolutely.
He's been doing it.
We love it. We love it. Glad to have you here, my man.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, like they didn't know what the like the primes were. Blah blah blah. They the only ones that the key to bring their fucking planet to Earth, and I'm like, that doesn't fucking. make sense.
What was it? What's the name of the planet? Cybertron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it transforms, it's
Transformers and Fast and Furious should be combined.
And when it transforms,
Yeah,
it's-
Fast and Furious already. We're
Yeah,
already in the
Crawl.
realm of Outlandish, right?
Well, what film did they become outlandish when they added?
When they went to space.
No,
When they built the Ice Charger. Yeah, when they went to the Arctic and the Rock grabbed the fucking missile. No. When he grabbed the helicopter.
hold on.
When?
Hold on. It became outlandish when they first introduced Dwayne Johnson.
Oh yeah, when they were just like
Hobbs
Hobbs-
was ridiculously strong,
That was
bro.
crazy.
The man was bench pressing
Nah, that was
stoned into
stupid.
prison.
It was dumb as hell, man.
What film was that, bro?
No, but that still was in but that was still a cool like action movie. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they didn't do anything too crazy.
Yeah, it was 5. It was Fast 5. So when Fast 5 came out, they introduced
Snot! Oh, let me stop you. Snot! Welcome. Hey y'all, going out to dinner. So I probably won't be commenting, but I'll be here.
It's okay. You
So
can
you
listen
might
to us
be
while you have
better.
dinner with your husband.
Appreciate you, Snot.
Yes.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yes.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah. So when they introduced him in Fast 5, it got ridiculous.
But that's still in the realm of.
So this was humanity.
Right.
This was humanity. This was ridiculous.
No, that's when it got done.
when he was in 6, it was ridiculous. 5 was normal. 5 was normal. All right.
Wait, Paul Walker was in 6?
Yeah, that was the last film before he died.
Oh, I thought it was 5.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, he didn't finish 6, but they filmed the end.
But they filmed the end, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
Which is smart. Always film the end of the movie.
yes, because you never know what will happen.
Always film the end of the movie
Yeah.
first. That's amazing.
So yeah, so 5 was normal because that's when him and Vin Diesel went at it. They were like regular punching shit, and then it became ridiculous. The man was falling off of buildings, smashing into trucks, healing after a day. Remember, he had a cast, and he's
I
like,
feel that.
and then he was all healed. I'm like, bro, what, you got superpowers now? At that point, it became a trope.
Yeah, they what do you call it when it not a parody? It became meta. It became aware.
meta. Yeah, they
It
knew.
became aware.
Yeah.
Right.
Bro, like literally, you got 2 Dodge Chargers in Brazil ripping a bank out of its vault.
Yo, Dragon Bank Vault. Yeah.
Dragging bank vault through Brazil.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
that
shit was
wild.
crazy,
No, that was
man.
wild.
No, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. But that's why I liked it, bro. It was interesting. But that's how you know they became it went into the realm of
I don't know.
ridiculousness. No, because like you said, they went into space.
But what about when bro came back from the dead though?
None of them were dead. Remember, they had to explain how none of them died. Remember, like each film, like Gal Gadot died in Tokyo. No, before Tokyo Drift.
Before
right?
Too Fast.
Yeah, Too Fast.
No, then it had to be Tokyo.
No, because remember, he went to Japan after she died.
Oh, then that was what's the fourth one called? Fast and Furious. It was just called Fast and Furious.
Bro, I got the numbers here. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just called Fast
called,
and Furious.
Fast and
Right. That was
Yeah, she lost her memory. She lost her memories, and then he thought she was dead. He's like, "You're alive." I had amnesia.
I had amnesia.
And I had a kid.
What?
Oh man.
I feel it. Okay, Smoke. I get it though. He likes outlandish shit.
Who? Me?
Smoke.
Oh,
Smoke likes outlandish
I feel it.
shit. I feel it. I'm starting to get the trend.
So would you say Kill Bill?
I don't think he could. I don't think he could fuck with Kill Bill. I don't think he could fuck with Kill Bill.
You don't like
He
Quentin
doesn't. He
Tarantino,
doesn't
bro?
fuck with cult classics. Like
Bro, you
that.
don't like Quentin Tarantino?
He don't like cult classics,
Bro.
He likes action
from Dusk Till Dawn.
He likes action over the top characters.
No, that's not true. He'll like Django Unchained.
Of course, but for completely different fucking reasons.
That's a Quentin Tarantino film,
You
though.
like it for completely different
Bro, it's a
reasons.
Quentin Tarantino film. Yeah, you like Django. I know you'll like Django, bro.
Get out of here! What? He'll actually take offense to it. He's gonna be like, "Why does this black man have a whip?"
And then you find your Uncle Ruckus in the with Samuel L. Jackson.
No, that's fire. That was a good movie.
No, we went to theaters with our sisters to
actually
watch
did.
it. Yeah, it was really good.
Wow, we actually did.
Yeah, and they don't even know who Quentin Tarantino was. They just wanted to see because they heard the film was great, so they went to go see it. But it was directed by Quentin Tarantino. But that really just goes to show you don't have to be black to direct black films.
I feel that.
Yeah, bro.
Smoke says, "You leave Fast and Furious alone." I didn't really care for 8, 9. Was decent. X was like the eyes wide open the entire time. Bro, if we want to talk about Outlandish, John Wick, it's a good series, but extremely over the top. Wait, but that's still nah. Wait. John Wick's over the top, but Fast and the Furious? Wait. So is John Wick over Fast and the Furious and Outlandishness?
Bro.
Cause like his shit was all practical fucking stunts.
Yeah.
All his choreography was practical.
And it was directed by the guy that
And it was based
choreographed.
in like real.
The only time, okay, so I would say John Wick 1, it was good. It was grounded. You get what I'm saying? It was grounded. And then they came out with Mr. Wick 2. Oh, no, that's 4.
Ha ha.
All right, I got it. Mr. Wick 2. The second film, a fucking pencil.
That's when he started becoming outlandish.
Yes, because the first
That's
film,
when he become-
film, you knew who he was.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
he just became a fucking juggernaut.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That
so-
was crazy.
So by 3, that man was ridiculous.
Untouchable.
Bro. Untouchable.
He's saying Smoke says I'm saying like 3 and 4. Oh, bad facts. Facts.
3 and 4,
Absolute killing machine.
killing machine. Now they're coming
Absolute
out. Now they're
killing
coming out with Ballerina in June, and John Wick makes a
And
guest,
he makes a guest star
appearance. Yeah,
Okay,
because
awesome.
they send John Wick because they put a bounty
They
on her head.
send John Wick.
Yeah, because they're part of the same.
Wait, so we know how the movie's end.
Hold on, no. Hold on.
Spoiled.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on, because
They're not. No.
Listen, they're part of the same faction. They have the same tattoos. They're part.
Okay, I got
So
you,
they
I got you.
probably sent him to stop her from going on her vendetta because
Man,
I think
they're gonna do some.
they
I'm gonna let you
unalived.
go.
They unalived her father. So
two things: either he lets her go, or
I think he's gonna join
the
her.
legend continues.
Yes,
What?
yes. The legend continues
Legend
through her.
continues.
John Wick is not really dead.
Man or woman? What? No one can stop the Baba Yaga. What the fuck?
The Baba Yaga's apprentice.
I
What
love
if
that shit.
that does become the Baba Yaga's apprentice and they try to continue it?
Cappuccino, Marina, me.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. No, yeah. But you're right. That's why I like certain films because they ground them first, and then after that they get outlandishly ridiculous.
I feel
As you can
because
see.
now the character takes a life of its own.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I feel it kind of like they've done that in the past with Die Hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like by the last movie he was untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Dude's walking into live fire with a shotgun and just like destroying motherfuckers.
Well, I think that's why they didn't like the movie because he was human. You can tell he was grounded, like he was struggling. He got frustrated, all that stuff like that.
But it's like, why have that criticism for Die Hard and the path that it took, and not have that same criticism for John Wick or a lot of these movies?
Because I think John Wick is more modern day, where Die Hard was like they didn't have
it
that.
was the old school. I got you,
Yeah.
the working man type shit.
So,
the working man trope.
Yeah.
I got
Like he loved his job more than he was at home. He
Type
got a divorce because the first film he had to save his wife from the terrorists and that building, that Christmas party that they were having. By the way, it's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says.
What's another Christmas movie that they say isn't a Christmas movie?
Shit, what is another Christmas movie? What are Christmas? Okay, we can look this
There
up.
are some Christmas, but go ahead, continue. I'll
Yeah. So yeah, look it up. But the first film was he had to save his wife from the terrorists that took over the building that his wife worked at. Second film, he got a divorce from his wife because he was at work all the time.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it kind of plays on that, showing how human he is. He's vulnerable. He wants to help everybody in the world, but at the same time, he was
empathetic.
Yeah.
Like he actually had feelings and shit.
and he cared about his job a lot. You get what I'm saying?
Right, but don't you think the natural progression of that, right? Okay, now that your son's grown, you're done being divorced, like what? He was nearly retired from his job, right?
The old version when they
old
introduced
version,
when they introduced his son.
his
Yeah,
son.
he didn't have like a good
You see
relationship.
what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? So like, I feel like that kind of, I don't know, what else is, what type of family good feelings are you trying to get out of a Die Hard 5, bro?
Well, they thought they ended it with 4. There was 4 films, right?
There was 4 films, right?
Or was there 3?
Those Live Free, Die Hard. No, those Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Was it? No, it was Die Hard, Die Hard 2,
Die Hard 2,
Die Hard with a Vengeance,
and then Live Free, Die Hard.
That was the film that they
That was the
didn't
film
want
That they didn't want. I got you. Right. It should have ended with a trilogy.
because it literally went from, because I was watching a YouTuber dissect the film and saying, oh, John McClane went from somebody that cared about John McClane went to caring about people and making sure nobody else gets hurt, to getting in a semi truck and just smashing cars out the way.
All right. He didn't care about the public.
Yeah,
He didn't give a fuck. Well, okay, but what is there to give a fuck about?
he's old.
He's old. He's an old
okay,
dude. He's like, he's rusty.
He's like, everybody can get these, right?
Right. He's rugged. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. That's
Yeah,
that's his son's job
That's his
to
MO.
care. Right. That's his son's job to care.
But him and his dad had a shitty relationship because he
did.
loved his job so much. So, no, that makes sense. But no, I get it. But like I said, I would still want to want Vic to like dissect.
Yeah, go
like-
deeper into the movies.
Yeah, instead
why
of
do you
saying,
hate 'em?
instead of saying, oh, they're trash. Like, why?
Why are they trash?
Like, what about the film made you not interested in wanting to watch the entire thing? Or was it a trope in the Star Wars lore that they fucked up that you got upset at? So you're like,
Right.
fuck it, I'm not watching the rest of it. Like, what was about the film that made you not like it?
Not
Because
like
my
the
brother and I,
movie.
we watched it in theaters and it was really good, man.
He says Kill Bill was okay. The second one was better, but I haven't seen that movie since I was 9. Dusk Till Dawn was a good movie. Have you seen Daybreakers?
You're talking to him or me?
Either of us. I haven't. I have not seen Daybreakers, but this list though.
Oh, Daybreakers.
Yes.
That's with what's his name? Yeah, come on.
Oh, you want me to? Let me
No, you're good. Ethan Hawke. Yes, I
Ethan
have.
Hawke.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
So basically, he becomes everybody in the world is a vampire, and they're trying to figure out a way to come up with synthetic blood because there's no more humans that they can either farm or turn into.
Oh.
So Ethan Hawke is this researcher that's trying to figure out how to make synthetic blood for them, or they're going to die out. Nobody comes out in the day, everybody comes out at night. You have a small resistance, but it is what it is. So something happens to where they drink somebody's blood, and then he accidentally gets thrown out in the sun long enough to cure him.
Oh.
Yes. But this is what happens. Let's say you're a vampire, but I was a vampire, but because I got cooked in the sun long enough, it cured me, turned me human again. Now you're like, oh, I smell fresh blood, human blood. What's up?
No, that's hilarious. I already clocking where this is going.
Yeah, so I smell fresh blood, human blood. So you attack me, you drink my blood, but you cure yourself. You cure yourself. So
the snake eating itself.
exactly. So basically so it's wild.
Oh, man,
it's
that's
wild
hilarious.
because now every time the vampire bites you, you just start curing yourself. So there's
It's an endless supply.
It's an endless supply.
That's
so it's
hilarious.
like, so it was funny because It's like, oh, what's up, bro?
No, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's
'Cause
why-
it's like, okay, so what do you do when there's no more humans to feast on, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Create
like
synthetic
they
blood.
just throw an anomaly at you.
Yeah,
Like,
so
oh, yeah.
It was synthetic blue. It was a blue vial. It was supposed to be like synthetic blood, have the same texture, taste, and all that stuff like that. The ingredients. So they're trying to clone it, but it kept it wasn't working. It kept rejecting them. Yeah, Daybreaker with Ethan Hawke, bro. Ethan Hawke is an amazing actor.
Okay.
Yeah, so when he was the first to be cured, because throughout in the sun, he's like fell in the water, and then he got healed, and then the vampire bit him, ended up healing themselves, and then when the security guard bit him, went back to the security place, they're like. So all the security guards attacked him, and they all transformed
They
back
all
into
trained into
humans.
humans.
So it was an endless effect. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so
bro.
who was the last human?
Yeah, not anymore
That's awesome.
because
That's so cool.
because in trying to find
That's so cool.
in trying to find a synthetic blood so they can keep living.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray.
I'm definitely gonna watch
but,
that. That's cool.
Yeah, but in finding that, they end up actually curing each other over and over and over and over and over again. So it's like an endless. So yeah, some of them might die, but literally as soon as they start drinking, they're like and then they turn human, and then
That's
they turn
hilarious.
human. So you can't even unalive the person's blood that you're drinking. You
No,
get what I'm
that's
saying?
hilarious.
No,
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's funny, bro. See, I love movies, guys. I like
Oh man, that's awesome.
I like watching movies, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I got Daybreaker on Blu-ray.
What, it came back It came out 09?
Yep, yeah.
Wow, I guess it was
When I was in high school.
that's pretty funny. I would have rated it a lot higher than that. That's just such an interesting plot.
And that's why
amazing.
Vic likes it, because it's ridiculous. I bite you, you turn human. I bite
Right?
you, you turn human. I bite
Smoke
you, you turn.
says the way homie ended at the end. Oh man.
Yeah.
Bro, the way homie unalived at the end. Highly recommend you watch a Potato, underrated movie. Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna
Very
watch it.
underrated.
That's
It's
crazy
really
work.
good. Like that. That's why I like going back to films, like to just watch them again. And it's like Hellboy, Ron Perlman.
Mm-hmm.
He'll nobody else can do it. David
I feel that.
Harbour
I feel
tried,
that.
and I get it, bro. But Ron Perlman did it perfect.
You never get
because it
wrong.
was by Guillermo del Toro. You know, I wanted a third film, but he was so focused on so many other projects that he just went with he just did the first one, and then the Golden Army,
And then the Golden
and then that
Army.
was it, bro. But no, it was a good. I love that's every time somebody's like, "Oh, what's your favorite film?" I'll be like Hellboy, and they're like, "Why?" Because I can watch it over and over and over and over again. And
That's
never
real.
get tired of it, bro.
That's real.
Never get tired of it.
Over and over and over. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over.
She said Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Team Edward or Team Jacob.
We already had this discussion about a year ago, and I'm on Jacob's side.
Wait, didn't was it Taylor Lautner make a fucking TikTok like 20 years later?
Yep.
See, I told you it was always Team Jacob.
Yep.
Smoke says we're not doing this. Not Twilight is and will always be straight trash. Sounds like what Team Jacob would say.
Bro, it's good.
It's good. I like it.
It's a fun watch.
It's a fun.
It's a
I
fun
like
watch.
it. I like it. Nah, it was hype back when I was like in grade school.
Bro, I ain't gonna look for that. I ain't gonna be able to find that shit.
Back in the early hundreds, the early thousands.
No. You know what a fun watch is? Boom.
Ooh, Underworld. Yeah.
Underworld trilogy, bro.
Yeah. Rise of the Lycans. What is it?
Yeah. It's extended cut, Evolution, Rise of the Lycans, and Awakening, of course.
And then Blood Wars.
And then of course the last film was Blood Wars.
Yeah.
I got the trilogy. Well, the quadrilogy.
The quintrilogy.
The quintrilogy. The quintrilogy, you know. Oh, they can't even see it.
The Cinco de movie. No. Go ahead. Hold it back up.
Oh,
Pause.
all
All of that. But go ahead. Show 'em. Show them the thickness of the movies.
Yeah.
Side profile.
She was the baddie back in the day. Oh, you know who else was? Hold on. Give me
fucking Mila Jovovich. Mila Jovovich. Yeah. What the fuck?
This was wifey, bro.
Resident, bro. She was so badass,
Bro,
bro.
this was wifey, bro.
Bro, she was so fucking badass,
And
bro.
of course, she started at 27, bro. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah.
And
Dude, she was so fucking badass, bro.
She
Holy
started at
crap, man.
27, and then she ended it at 37, bro.
Nah, dude.
She played the character for.
I always thought they were gonna do a crossover with that shit.
That would've been
I didn't
cool.
know how it would have worked out. Zombies, werewolves, and vampires and shit. I don't know,
We agree with you, Snot. We love us a goth chick, bro.
bro. Oh, absolutely.
Bro,
That
come on,
I've
bro.
always loved goth baddies, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
I'm telling
That's
you,
literally just,
the leather too, bro.
oh my goodness. What?
We gooning. Tuesday's episode.
Tuesday. Check it out.
Oh,
Check it out.
man.
Check it out.
Yes, sir. It just started moving.
Straight degeneracy.
Degeneracy at its finest. But yeah, man, that's just
Snot Jacob's straight PDF. Nah, that was spooky as hell. That was spooky as hell. There was no way. Like, even when it was written in the book, I was like, I was
You know why I choose?
aware enough to be like, yo, this freaky as hell.
Bro, you
What
know
the
why I
hell?
choose Jacob? He was a simp. We already know that. But you know why I chose Jacob? Because that wolf form was fucking badass,
wolf?
bro. He's just, and then his clothes was.
Did his skin tear off? What movie was that where their skin tore off?
That was I think Underworld.
That was Underworld,
Yeah,
right? They transformed so painful.
rip it.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, they would just rip their skin, bro.
Like, what?
Vic's like, hey yo.
I am fully erect. It's Outback. Oh man, she about to down a thick steak, bro.
Oh,
What?
man, damn.
Nice sirloin.
Thicky.
Smoke. Play the shame button, bald head.
I got you, bro.
I'm dead.
I got you, bro.
I'm dead. Nah, but I liked how they really did the end of the whole Twilight trilogy with the premonition.
Yeah.
That was actually
Breaking
cool.
Dawn Part 2, bro. Yeah,
was actually pretty cool.
So when what did we?
It's done well enough that if you give it some time and watch it again, you'll actually think that was the actual end.
Exactly. Well, the first time we watched it,
I thought I was like, oh, okay.
because we watched Eclipse at home, and then we're like, man, I don't know why these people are giving this film shit. It's actually really good. So we went to theaters and watched the rest. What's that?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we went to theaters and watched the rest, and we're like, holy shit, they all fucking got obliterated, bro. They got murked, and then they're like, oh no, that was just a vision.
That was just a
like,
vision.
really?
I'm like, damn. But even then, that was pretty cool.
They're like,
too.
this is what's gonna happen. They're like, nah, bro, we out.
That was pretty cool.
He's
too.
like, I don't want to die.
Because deep in the back of my mind, there was some characters I didn't really want to die.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I agree, bro.
Yeah, there was some
I
characters.
agree, bro.
So it's like, we got to feel the emotions of,
But Vic, you can give me shit for this because even though the Transformers films, what happened?
Snot says no teddy bears here.
No.
Oh man, Van Helsing was good as I don't know. I don't care what y'all say. They only made 2, right?
No, one
They only made 1.
with Hugh Jackman. I also got that. I also got that on film too.
I can't believe that, bro.
I'm not gonna. Oh, you know they're trying to do a crossover, Transformers
And Van Helsing?
Transform what? No, and Ninja Turtles. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah. So even though I said the film sucked,
Are they gonna make the Ninja Turtles aliens?
no,
I bet you they are.
no, they're not gonna make it.
Why? Then how do you even do this?
This one made no sense.
What is that? Revenge of the Fallen? Yeah, that was dumb as hell.
That made no sense. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know, bro.
Nah, that was a high budget Dora the Explorer. That was crazy as fuck.
This was the best one.
Yep, Dark of the Moon.
They're like, let's stop destroying New York and go to San Francisco.
Yep. That's crazy.
They're like, yeah. And then I'm like, all right, let me do Extinction. But Extinction was trash. I'm sorry, it was trash. Mark Wahlberg.
Right, that's when they threw Mark Wahlberg in.
They threw Mark Wahlberg, and then of course they just said, we're just gonna throw this out there to make some money. The Last Night.
I feel like every action movie, Mark Wahlberg, I think of The Happening. Or what is it? Is it The Happening?
I See Dead People.
No, not The Happening. What was it? It's The Wind.
Oh,
That fully encompasses my image.
I think I got that film too.
Wahlberg.
And of course I got Bumblebee.
Mark Wahlberg's acting.
It became the prequel. So
What is that?
Bumblebee.
Ah,
That was the prequel.
okay.
Yeah, that's when they sent B to Earth before he Optimus Prime.
He was a
came.
beetle, right?
He was a he was
He was
a
a
beetle.
bug or
yeah. So
something like that.
you gotta watch this and then the first film.
Snot says YouTube censored that I'm getting my Ishmeat on. Diabolical. The Happening was good too. Yeah, it was. It was. But what was the one where it was the wind? Where like they didn't know what it was, and people were just like,
It wasn't Signs, right?
"No, what was it?"
Hold on. M. Night Shyamalan. It was The Wind. The Happening. Yeah,
But it was the Happening.
Happening.
Okay, yeah. That's all I can think of. Yeah, The Happening.
Yeah.
That's the first time I really got a full Mark Wahlberg performance, and that's all I see.
But he's good.
Right, but that's all I see in all his movies.
I always say this: if I can remember an actor's name, then that means they're good.
No, right. Like, I don't shit on Mark Wahlberg movies. It's just I get the same vibe from every fucking
Mark
movie.
Wahlberg, yeah.
Right.
You're waiting for him to just randomly say,
Yeah, like just
It was
some
the- it was
like
the
I don't
man.
know. It's like his acting feels off beat.
Yeah, I
like
got
out
you.
of pace with what's happening in the scene. I don't know. I think it's unique.
yeah.
Yeah, it was different. No, it was different, Smoke.
Because when looking forward, you look at all his films and it's like, nah, nothing too close. It wasn't even like close.
Right,
Yeah,
close to-
so it's like you're looking at all his other films and it's like,
Wait, he did Pain and Gain, right?
yes, that's when he bulked
That's
up,
when
and
he
that's
bulked
when
up.
he stayed.
Yeah.
Ever since that, he stayed.
But
bulked.
that was a good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
no, that was
Pain and Gain was. He did that with
the
Dwayne
Johnson.
right?
Yeah,
And that's when Dwayne also started bulking up. Too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Got his new tattoo, all that stuff like that.
Smoke says we don't talk about any Transformers movies after 100%. Just like we don't talk about The Walking Dead after season 7, episode 1. That's crazy,
bro.
That's spooky word.
Yeah, bro. That's why I only got.
So it's like, how do you find closure in the story, though?
You just gotta force yourself to watch it. So what I did was, I got the first season. You know, The Walking Dead. It was good. It was really good. You know, Carl. We didn't get Carl yet. We didn't Carl yet. And of course, season 2. That's when him and Shane started getting at it. They're like, I'm trying to be a Lair. You trying to be a Lair? Can't John Bernthal? You can't be a Lair. Darn it. And then of course we got 3. This is when he became a badass. You know, see, this one had to protect the prison from
that's the season that really got.
he had to
me
protect the
hooked.
prison
Yeah.
from the governor. You know, the governor. You know, the one eye. You know, that's when a lot of people got deleted. You know? Yeah.
My old man.
That's when he's like.
King.
That's when it's like, there's no democracy.
Ain't no democracy.
There ain't no democracy. This is a dictatorship.
Dictators.
And then he became a bitch and said, nah, I want y'all opinions.
Peace and love, guys.
I want y'all opinions, guys.
What?
You know, I know this every season. They got a black guy and then he died.
Right. That's crazy word.
Oh, man.
That's crazy word.
Bro.
They needed someone to hold the zombies back while they were
Oh, man. Bro. This is
go
what,
watch episode Black Guy Dies First. Come on, man.
This is, did Michonne introducing this one or the last one? Because she's on the back. She's on the back. But I don't know if she's introducing this one. But, yeah. So, and of course, season 6, that's when it got peak. Peak. You know?
Peak.
And then, of course, the last season that I bought. This is the last season, right?
That's the last season?
That's the last season that I bought. Because after that, the main character was no longer.
Spooky word.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Spooky word. Spooky word. But I heard he comes back, doesn't he? No.
Yeah, and it's called Rick and Michonne. It's like its own.
Oh, like a spinoff?
Yeah, it's like its own thing.
What happened to the other one? The Walking Dead. It was like a spinoff of The Walking Dead as well.
It's on Hulu. I know what you're talking about. They finished it. They did the 15 seasons, so they connected it. So it was when it started, but they're showing you a different perspective.
Gotcha.
It wasn't Rick already woke up and there was dead people. It was basically showing you the first attack that happened.
Okay,
all that stuff like that. What's it called?
Michonne was introduced the last season of 2. We just
okay.
didn't know who it was because she was wearing. Yeah, that's facts.
True.
Remember, because she was walking with the chain.
Her two brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they introduce Jesus?
4? Was it 4?
Yeah.
We gotta ask Vic because he's the one that's like.
Fear the Walking Dead.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Snot.
There you go.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Fear
Snot.
the Walking Dead.
Enjoying her steak while she's listening. Shit. Yeah,
What'd you
man.
order, Snot?
What'd you order, Snot?
Yeah, man. What'd you order?
No, man. But yeah, man. I have a lot of films.
Yeah,
It's like
a
the
lot,
first time I actually showing them off, bro. So
No.
everyone always sees them behind us, but like I collected all the Halloweens. Well, yeah, the autopsy of Jane Doe, Get Out. These are all my horror section.
Oh, that's awesome.
Insidious, Happy Death Day.
Smoke says Fear of the Walking Dead did not interest me. It was boring.
Season 1 and 2 is hard to watch, but once they introduced what's that black guy with the stick? The one that went crazy because his wife
I couldn't tell you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. So apparently apparently at the end it showed that he was
It introduces him.
No, it didn't introduce him. He became like the main character. If you want to put Fear the Walking Dead, it'll show his character's name. But he became the main character, and then they found out that he was immune to the bite.
I'm immune. Who said that?
The Last of Us.
Yeah, I'm immune.
Finger. I'm pregnant.
Spooky shit.
Allegedly.
All right, which one? This one.
The first guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his character's name?
Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan. There you go. So it
Morgan.
came to find out Morgan was immune at the towards the end of the season.
I'm immune. That was my when we played the game 1-Up.
1-Up.
Yep, that was always my comeback. I'm immune. It'd be some crazy fucking universe destroying thing, and I just hit him with I'm immune, and then we'd always end up fist fighting.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Ooh, she said filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Absolutely.
She's eating that good shit. We can't afford it.
They introduced Jesus in season 6. I think I watched the series again. Ah, okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, he's watching it. He's currently watching it.
Currently
Awesome.
watching.
Cool.
Well, try to push it beyond season 7, bro. I know it like
It's painful, dude.
I know, but everybody knows now because it's been like 4 or 5 years since the show's been done that Rick is coming back.
You can't
soon.
just watch a TLDR, like a video.
Oh, like to show like, this is what happened after.
You know, I did that before we went to go see that one thing. I was like, I'm not gonna sit down and watch this whole fucking.
True.
I was just like, yeah, just TLDR the whole movie for me. Explain the most crucial key plot points.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's like you don't want to.
Right, I don't want to waste my time watching people act that I don't care about.
So what I want to do with you is because the next Godzilla film's coming out. Yeah. So, but they came out with a Monarch show on HBO. You have to watch it, or you're not gonna understand.
Oh, I'll definitely watch Monarch.
Yeah.
I love the whole monster.
The MonsterVerse, yeah. So
Well, there's 2 monster verses though, because you got to consider kaiju verse. Sorry, not the monster verse, the kaiju verse. Yeah, I fucking love the kaijus, bro. I really thought they were gonna go somewhere with Pacific Rim.
They did it.
No, we got those 2 whack ass movies,
Oh,
and then that spin-off series that they did on Netflix or something like that.
You what?
Man,
that movie was trash.
it took a super L with Pacific Rim. Took a super L with Pacific Rim.
I can't find the new one.
Which one? The King Kong v Godzilla?
Godzilla X Kong.
Why? I don't know why they did that. Why did they just do King Kong v Godzilla?
No. So
When they teamed up.
yes, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't put it with the rest of the MonsterVerse.
Spooky word.
My OCD's kicking in.
Wait, so what's the next in line for that whole project?
Project what?
Mothra, right? Mothra's coming. Specific, right?
No, Mothra.
Mothra was already introduced.
Mothra was reborn. Reborn. Yeah, Mothra.
Reborn.
Y'all love y'all rims. Hey, don't judge me.
Yeah, so what's the next in line for those?
What is it? What's the space Godzilla?
Atomic Godzilla?
Is that his name?
Space Godzilla? It really is Space Godzilla.
Is it Space Godzilla? Yeah.
It is Space Godzilla.
Yeah, the one with the giant
with the wings. Well, no, with the giant fucking crystals, daggers.
Yeah.
The fucking shoulder fucking pads.
They said the reason why Godzilla started powering up wasn't because of that ice creature that that orangutan was controlling in the film. He's powering up because he knows
he's reacting to
what's coming. So he needs to be more stronger to fight Space Godzilla in the next film.
Spooky.
Listen here, guys. I don't care how bad you guys think these films are. I go to see monsters fight each other.
Who's saying the movies suck?
Human beings are collateral damage. Oh. All right, we already know.
Right,
that.
like come on. Why do I care about the people? And I don't
give me
stop giving me main characters.
Don't give me plots.
Show me the monster fucking wiping the face of the earth, peeling the crust off the planet like an onion.
Because we're like a plague.
Man,
it's not our planet. It's their planet. All right,
we're pretty much kaiju's for the ants and the bugs. Every fucking day, we don't bat an eye. Come on, man.
Yep, exactly.
What the heck? I want to see monsters stomping shit.
Yeah, so that's what the next film.
Play baseball
be,
with buildings,
bro.
What the fuck? I love that shit. All right.
What's up, Jeff?
We're done tweaking with these movies, bro.
Yeah,
we brought something kind of interesting up.
We did. You know, so crazy.
Why?
We spent 40 minutes on this.
Hey, it's what you love, sir.
I love movies.
It's what you love, sir.
Escapism.
When you do what you love
from reality.
You know what I'm saying? Time isn't a
illusion.
Right. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
But sir.
Yeah. So we watched I found something today on TikTok, which we can't show because it's going to
right, we can't rebroadcast.
We can't rebroadcast because it's from
it's a new segment.
It's a new segment. So but no, basically this young teacher was basically talking about her students and how they have more access to technology more than they did back in the day. So their aptitude for learning has become limited because they'll use AI or ChatGPT to essentially give them the answers to it. But they've equipped all teachers in today's class in elementary, middle, and high school, and now even college, to scan whatever a student has written and then
AI detector.
And the AI detector, and then they'll run it through a machine and let them know if it was done by said machine. And basically their literacy rate has gone down because none of them can write full paragraphs. None of them can.
You don't understand sentence structure, nothing. Grammar, punctuation, nothing.
Yeah. So
nothing.
And when
right,
yeah, and when the what the teacher said was, she quit her job now, but because she realized that
it's pointless.
It's pointless because they're so intertwined with technology that
since birth.
Yeah, they're so intertwined with technology that any little thing that they could do using their head, they can just.
It's right. They don't need to learn to read because everything's been read to them.
Yeah, lives. Exactly. So
everything's always been read.
It's like
you know what I'm saying? They don't need to write a resume because it'll write a resume.
Well,
it'll proofread.
And I think, and honestly, I'm gonna say it really started in our time because remember when we were in elementary, we read books. Mm-hmm. But then when we got to middle school, they had those little cassettes.
They had the read-along cassettes, but they still encourage us to read after because you remember when we couldn't finish. A certain amount of chapters in class, there would be like, okay, it is up to you to read to this chapter tonight for homework, and then tomorrow this is where we're going to start off on.
Yeah.
And then you need to write a review on the chapters that you read.
Or they'll ask you questions to see if you read said chapter.
Exactly. You know what I'm
now
saying? It was just completely different. There was repetition and reinforcement.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is just
you can just put it in
to
the
your own
machine,
devices, right? And then the machine will just
break it down.
And then you are essentially a parrot.
Yeah, you just
these
regurgitate.
They're just parrots.
Yeah.
Right.
So
everyone's just a parrot at this point. No one's thinking.
So now the literacy, because we've even heard the studies. College graduates have a 10th grade reading level, and high school graduates have a 5th grade reading level.
Holy shit.
So it's not getting any better. What's he saying?
No, go ahead. Continue.
It's not getting any better because the access to said technology is easy. So I can give you a perfect example. When I was in elementary school, from kinder through 4th grade, I used my brain to do math. Yeah. When I got to 5th, they gave us calculators.
They even started teaching us mental math. We learned mental math up until 5th grade.
Yep.
That's when you were allowed to use calculators.
You
were not allowed to use calculators up until 5th grade because that's when you started learning the whole like PEMDAS and shit.
Yeah, because in second grade they would give you the plus and minus test.
Times tables.
And they would only give you 5 minutes to finish it. Whoever finished first got a treat. Whoever finished second got to get in the line, blah, 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 all that stuff like that.
Finish your times tables.
And then when we got to 4th grade, they did the times tables test. So, and then we would literally start from 1, then 2, then 3 times 4, then 4 times 4, then 5 times 4, then 6 times. So we would do it. We would gradually increase it until it got complicated.
And it also taught me strategy because
like the fastest way that you can do it.
Right, exactly.
So it made you use your brain.
You had to think, pattern recognition, everything, bro. Everything. Critical thinking.
Yeah.
Even in doing the times tables, you knew exactly, all right, I already know all the 10s are just going to add a 0 behind them.
Yeah.
So like now is a race against time, calculating the problems, and then also finding the best strategy to do the test.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So why would you go straight across if you don't know your 4, 5s, and 6s, but you know your 1s, your 10s, and you know what I'm saying, your 5s or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know, it just challenged us.
Yeah. And I'm not saying and I'm not saying there's no
shit.
I'm not saying there's no pros, there's no cons, there's no pros to using ChatGPT or anything like that. But it's like I think what they're trying to apply to these young kids before they start real life is this is how the world really works. In technologies, yes, it's being incorporated with it, but it won't reach its peak till probably 2030 or 2040. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think earlier than
Exponential.
that? So acceleration?
You literally, we're literally in the parabola. We're literally there.
So
we're
do you
literally
think,
there.
So
that's why there's so much chaos.
Gotcha.
Because everything that was before AI is essentially obsolete. Because everyone is slowly finding out AI is doing everything.
Yeah.
They're just late to the party.
Yeah.
And then the actual like real world people who actually function in real world are just realizing, there's no point in doing anything manually anymore.
Yeah, it's like a perfect example is like the teacher would say, the first day of school, I would tell them to write a paragraph on their on anything. So she's like, I knew their structure of writing, how they wrote, what they wrote.
You know their voice.
Their voice, yes.
You know it's their head voice. And you write your head voice.
Yeah, and then later when they did like a major test, she would tell them to do it again, and then she would be reading the sentences. She would be reading the paragraphs that the students per se wrote, and it sounded like an intelligent or ChatGPT person wrote it. Some bullshit. So she would run it through the program, and then she literally said, I had a conversation with the said students, and they said, well, you know what I mean. Why do I have to write a paragraph about it? Or how much is it really worth in my grade? I'll just take the 0. So they would rather
take the 0 than
critically
critically think or put in because it hurts to try. It physically hurts. You what? To try.
I remember we had this conversation. Yeah, you said it, bro.
Spooky.
You said it.
Their ego's been replaced by bots. They don't want to try. The bot will do it for them.
Yeah.
Spooky shit. That's spooky.
What did you want to read the comments?
Snot says, let's start from the beginning. Holy crap. Smoke says, I remember reading those thick books for knowledge back in school, bro. Freshman year is when they phased all that out and started using laptops. See, it was because my senior year
Is
was
when
when they started bringing in the technology for the incoming freshmen.
Yeah.
But they didn't let us use any of it.
Because you said when you left,
we weren't using any of that.
Because it was
not for you.
It was essentially the indoctrination of using
They're like,
technology.
it's not for you. You're not used to this style of teaching. So they had already changed the curriculum.
So instead of bringing home
Slowly
books,
phasing out
you would sign out laptops. I got you, or tablets.
Right. So we were the last class to really have books in the schools before they started bringing in these take-home tablets.
No, that's crazy, bro.
It was weird as fuck. Oh yeah, bro. I remember the addition, subtraction, and multiplication tests. We started those in late second. First grade for addition tests, second grade for everything else. We started using Chromebooks and assignments, but we still had those fat textbooks. South High, when I went, didn't have books. We was told the laptops are the future.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You see,
I feel it though.
Yeah,
I don't mind the medium in which you consume your information.
There's a balance.
I just feel like the structure, the way that you take in information should stay the same, no matter the media, what medium it's in.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the way you teach somebody, the way someone learns. There's a word for that.
The way somebody learns.
Right, the way you. I'm gonna figure this out. And we're all gonna learn a new word today. But yeah, moving on. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like the way we teach shouldn't change because the medium in which we're teaching changes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Continue to learn
the logic shouldn't change.
Yeah.
The rules should apply always. You see what I'm saying? Like, the rules of the universe should apply always.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? No matter. Thank you, Snot. Learning styles. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's reading your brain.
Absolutely. Learning styles. Yeah. So, yeah, we shouldn't change the learning styles because the medium of.
Yeah, it's a balance,
right?
Like,
and then we should just, tailor education around these limitations and stuff like that, or these exploits. You know what I'm saying? It should be evolving to keep that status quo. You see what I'm saying? That standard, that rubric.
See, and I would do it this way, if I'm being honest. If I was a teacher, I would incorporate both. So I would teach them how to do it the regular way, and then of course do ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can show them how to do it the proficient way.
I just feel like kids shouldn't be using technology in their developmental years.
Like elementary to middle, and then high school, jump them on. So let them learn the
and then slowly phase them into
technology.
Learning how to use AI. Yeah, the do's and don'ts of AI. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because from elementary, middle,
distinguishing your voice from AI's voice.
Yeah, because elementary and middle, we barely use technology.
Because those are formative years where you develop your identity.
But if the
internet's
your
just fucking
identity,
right, you know what the fuck you are. You don't know what the fuck you are, and you don't know what to think. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, what's the name of that show that we watched that they canceled? Where they went to the different planet and they had the synthoids and all that. The kid, the synthetics, the alien by Ridley Scott. What's it called?
Raised by Wolves.
Raised by Wolves. So it's like Raised by Wolves when they were all sheep.
They had no idea what to do.
They had to keep going to the consciousness.
Had to go to the giant AI consciousness. What do we do today?
And then it spit out a little ball.
It was like, this is what you're going to do today. Because they didn't think for themselves.
Yeah, it spit out a little ball with, and it's the same thing with Henry Cavill's Man of Steel.
Right.
They were all genetically built to do
preordained to this AI to think.
Exactly.
Right, what do we? No, that's spooky. Yeah. And we're literally watching it before our eyes. No one gives a fuck.
Nope.
Because convenience.
The lazier the better.
Right. The more degenerate, the better.
It's like if they
What is it? Decadence. Decadence.
Yep. that fancy chocolate.
Decadence. Boy, what the fuck? It's crazy work. Crazy work. Unfortunately, potato, most teachers don't teach. They just show up for a check.
Yeah. Well, it's like fuck. I can't.
They want students to teach themselves. What do you think the kids are gonna do? Take the easy way. I feel like education should involve
Electric State with Millie Bobby Brown on Netflix. When they were about to teach, this is Electric State. When they're about to teach, and then literally all they did was put the things on their face. Same thing with Surrogate with
right, when they would just live their lives in that fucking
with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Surrogate with Bruce Willis. They'd all get in the machine,
that
and then the
little
robots would do
and then they would just live their lives through a robot.
through the robot. So it's like that. So when and then they're in Electric State. It was literally the teacher was like, "Oh, it's a requirement for you to wear." She's like, "I'm not wearing that machine." Then they're like, "Detention," and their detention was them putting on the thing.
Bruh, send the giant rock, bro. What the fuck?
Bro,
He ain't
crazy.
convincing me for shit.
Send the asteroid, bro.
He ain't convincing me for shit. I don't care how convenient it is. I don't give a fuck, bro. What the hell? I don't care. Nope.
And that's where the
I like working. I like the feeling of doing something that's hard to do, and actually gaining results and becoming better for doing it.
well, and that's where the self-awareness, the human instinct, all that goes out the window because
They gave their brain to AI.
to AI. So they
Gave their brain to the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, so they let the internet do it for them, or it's like
This is what I'm supposed to be mad at. This is what I'm supposed to care about.
yeah. So
That's spooky
yeah,
shit.
exactly. So
Spooky shit.
you wake up. So
Does it even matter? Why do I need to write a resume? Does it even matter?
Exactly, and they.
Why do I need to know?
Well, that's what the teacher said too. She's like, "Oh, you guys got to learn how to do resumes."
Gemini will tell me. What?
Oh no,
That's
Gemini
crazy.
will write it for me.
Gemini will write it for me. It will
Uh-huh.
explain it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a contract? Hey, Gemini, tell me exactly.
the important parts of the
Right.
contract, so I don't have to read it.
Yep, break down all these clauses.
It's like when we give people our NDA and waiver. They're like,
Spooky shit.
and then
Like,
it's
I
like,
ain't reading all them fucking words. What the hell? What? We're reading hieroglyphs. I promise you, English is gonna be letters are gonna be hieroglyphs.
it's gonna be ancient, bro.
It's gonna be ancient as fuck.
Bro, we
I'm
actually
gonna be like a fucking sage. Yeah, I know. The more words you know, like, bro,
no, it's not that. You're gonna actually get teleported to the future, and they're gonna be like, these are the ancient texts.
these are the ancient texts,
Of the
bro. Yeah,
United-
there's bigger words than that. There's more than 5-letter words. I swear to you, bro. I promise you. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you there's more than 5-letter words. That's crazy work. Crazy fucking work. I'm going to flame all y'all, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to flame stupidity. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
I'm one of them. I'm not going to let you get away.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You're not going to be around me and be stupid. Absolutely not. Snot says, I had teachers in high school that studied English and got their degree in that, but the school system forced them to teach math because there was a shortage in teachers. Like, how do you think that's going to go?
Yeah.
Now, facts, though, the school system don't care about.
Oh, put Bruce on the camera.
Oh, where is Brucey Bruce?
Oh man,
Wow,
he
this is
eating it.
all up in my grill, bro.
He eating it, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
He eating it.
Oh man. I just think it's just we can say the school system. I just think it's just a breakdown of community. There's no community. There's no one there to keep everyone in check.
Everyone's being separated.
Right. There's no one there to keep anyone else in check.
Like, and the crazy thing is, we started seeing this in even films, like conversations between people. There was like lunch used to be nobody had their cell phones.
Right.
Or they had their cell phones, but they couldn't use them.
Even before cell phone, you had to interact.
Interact with people. That's what I'm saying. Damn.
I had my first cell phone in 8th grade, Jeff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
like before that, I had to actually talk to people.
Yeah. So the thing was, nobody had cell phones, but even when they did, we would still interact. We would put our phones down to start having conversations. Now it's this. They're sitting across the table and they start doing this, which is crazy to me. Like, tell me the joke. You're right there. You don't have to text me the joke.
Here's the thing that I notice when talking to people now. No one can hold eye contact for more than like 2 seconds. No one can. It's spooky shit.
Bro, this is
I'm
what
literally talking to ghosts.
I would say,
it's like
I would say this is why we're going to become extinct, because nobody knows how to interact.
Shit, right.
So it's like, if you like a girl, what are you going to do? Text her?
Yo,
I like you.
So they be sitting next to each other. That's spooky shit,
bro.
That's spooky shit,
bro. That deserves that.
Hey, wait till 2040. I hope y'all develop some EMP protection technology, because one good solar storm, and it's
is that when it's gonna happen?
It's the fucking stone.
Oh,
age.
Jeff, we gonna be ready, bro.
What? They finna be bowing to all the big word niggas.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not. You know they're gonna unalive all the big word niggas.
Nah, bro. Nah, we gonna be ready. They're gonna be like, ChatGPT, use that laser gun. Oh, it doesn't work.
It doesn't fucking work. That's crazy,
bro. You and I.
Do you know how to build a sling? ChatGPT doesn't fucking matter. Sorry, I do, bitch, because I actually read that motherfucker. What the hell?
I rebuilt civilization.
What? That's spooky shit.
Water world.
Don't let an EMP come through. What?
Bro,
that's spooky shit.
Bro, I'm telling you.
That's spooky shit.
No, that's crazy, bro. But that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be 50. It's going to be perfect, bro. I'm going to have the perfect grades, you know?
I'm going to call it Chat Potato, Chat Lil Jeff.
Yeah, that's
Chat Jeff PT.
Yeah, they're going to come to you and ask you for answers.
Chat Jeff PT.
So, how do you fish again? How do you separate salt from water?
Spooky shit, right? They don't know.
Yeah.
You ask a lot of people some mundane, easy ass questions.
What is that? What is that? What's that creature over there? Is that a panda or a bear or what is that? Is that a koala?
And you know what's crazy?
ChatGPT, what is that?
Yeah. And these aren't even complex questions. These are things I learned in like fucking sit around in grade school.
Yeah.
When they would invite a guest or the guy who worked at the zoo or a fisherman or a guy who owned a farm, or we take a field trip and actually learn about shit.
Well, it's like I said today. So I was talking to another guy. He came into, because he's in charge of all the cooling systems. So he turns on the air conditioner in the new stores, and then he makes sure they connect all the wiring so they can put all the refrigerations and all that stuff like that. And I was just talking to him. I'm like, man, this is just so amazing to see where we were and where we're coming from.
Right,
just watching these guys put it together. And he's like, yeah, man, I wish they could do like a tutorial for retail level people and corporate people and show them what they go through to get the store, because everybody comes in at the end when it's done, but they don't see how they do it before. And that's why I said, when they asked me if I wanted to watch the store, I said yes, because I wanted to see.
You wanted to see
the process. And it's
you want to see. And you be asking questions.
And that's what I do. I talk to all of them.
Inquiring.
Yeah, I'm talking to
how
all of
does
them.
this work? What
Yeah.
are you doing here?
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you have to do that?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you do this before that?
Like they had like a black and white twine. What's up?
They go agree. Hold on. All right. Snot says, all my professors in college have their PhDs, though it's been dope. Smoke, who's we? Sir, I've been here since 1753. That's a bar. That's actually a whole bar.
Oh, man.
The Reaper is always going to be here. Smoke, remember when we used to use leeches to get the bad blood out when we were sick?
This is what Snot sent.
Oh, okay. I can read this out loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Earlier this semester, an NYU professor told me how he had AI proofed his assignments, only to have the students complain that the work was too hard. When he told them that those were standard assignments, just worded so current AI would fail to answer them, they said he was interfering with their learning styles. A student asked for an extension on the grounds that ChatGPT was down the day the assignment was due. Another said about work on a problem set. You're asking me to go from point A to point B. Why would I use a car to get there? That's a spooky word.
They rather teleport than use a car.
Damn.
You see? Because a car takes you the long way. Teleporting just gets you there instantly.
But it's outside reality. That's the problem.
Yeah. So they're so used to using it.
They're losing logic.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
We're losing logic.
Everything's based emotion.
We're losing logic because we don't need to understand point A to point B. We just understand. That's weird.
That's spooky.
That's fucking spooky.
That's spooky.
Everyone is
Good shit.
doing
Good shit's not.
They're asking why when it's like if you did the fucking assignment, you'd understand why. That's crazy work
Yeah.
to me. Like that's crazy
But
work.
that goes to show you that they were literally like what you read. They were literally snitching on themselves. Oh, ChatGPT is not working, or it's down, or why is it?
Now I'm gonna flame y'all, bro. What the fuck?
Or it's ChatGPT proof. That's
Nah.
just crazy to me, bro. That's just crazy to me.
Nah.
No, but that's I really wanted you guys to watch the TikTok, but like I said,
I don't
it's for
have-
news media.
right.
It's for news media, but they'll shut down the live if we.
I don't have a problem with you using the technology. I have a problem with you not caring on why it works.
Yes.
Like that's just weird to me. Like that's just weird to fucking me.
It's just
Like to just not care on why something works.
Mhm.
I'm not saying you have to go and be a fucking expert, but like,
Yeah.
damn, bro. Like,
But
if you come across an issue and it's like, oh man, why does this da da da? I'm not saying, go hell bent on becoming a professional in it, but at least just Google the thing and just like,
I agree.
okay.
I agree.
So I've literally watched people. Oh, I have no idea how this works.
Let me Google it.
No.
Oh.
Let me nothing. I'm gonna go back on TikTok.
You what?
That's spooky. But then again, they do have TikTok though.
Shame.
TikTok.
Let me just ask TikTok.
TikTok is a different beast, bro. It's video Google at that point.
Yeah, they're like, let me just ask TikTok.
Right. Like at least that I can give it like you're actually seeing how it's done.
Yeah.
But like still attempt it though.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's the thing. They're just okay with not knowing.
Right. They're just okay with the not knowing
That's
until it's time to know.
Yeah. And that's why most of them that go into professional jobs end up failing in those fields and then
Right.
having
because they didn't learn the extra skills you would pick up
yeah.
while learning what
Yes.
you were learning.
Exactly.
Like a skill. What did I always say? You don't just wake up as the thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you use AI, you will wake up as the thing
the
because
thing.
AI did the work,
Mhm.
and then now you are the thing.
Yeah.
But in traditional,
Mhm.
you don't just wake up as the thing,
The thing.
as a professional.
Yeah.
thing.
And that's why I still love doctors and nurses because they live.
You
in
have
it.
to. No,
They
right.
have
You
to.
have to.
You can't cheat that because that's
You
a
can't
human
cheat
life.
Right. You can't cheat life.
That is
That's
a
can't
human.
cheat life.
But that's good because those are the people that actually.
That's the most direct analogy I could give. Like,
Yeah.
why will a doctor never use AI? Because you can't cheat life.
can't.
I don't know.
Because
they
if
can
you-
use robots and stuff, but like they have to be so professional.
Yep.
Like
precise. They
proficient.
need to know, oh, this is messed up in that person. This is what I need to do to fix it if I can. You get what I'm saying? They can't just chat GBT their essays, their dissertations to get their doctorates. They can't do any of that because they're going to
No, they
run it through the
can't.
machine. It has to be genuinely yours.
So it's
that-
going to show up once people start unaliving,
Exactly. Exactly.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think-
if that's the best way I could explain that, a doctor's never going to use. I'm not going to say that. Well, an actual doctor will never use AI, but
not a fake doctor.
there will be AI doctors.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Of course.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. You see what I'm saying? So either two things is just it's just going to be replaced
Yeah.
with the AI, which, hey, whoop-dee. Snot says one comment was talking about people asking to use AI in a creative writing class. Why? That's so dumb.
Then why are you in the class?
Why are you in the class?
If you're a creative writer,
You know what I'm going to do?
what?
I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
The way you'll tell me off camera. Just remember.
I will. But it involves,
Mhm. Let me write this down.
finding a giant LSD asteroid and crashing into the earth, the water source.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
And then we go the completely opposite direction
Gotcha. Well,
of the technocratic bullshit that we're headed on. And then
We'll
we
start-
just become some like,
we'll start aliens.
ascension, next level beings,
fourth dimension,
soul, fucking.
Now we'll start all over, bro.
All the animals are fucking hallucinating. Everyone, the entire planet is one big ass.
We'll pull
trip.
a Flintstones. We'll pull a Flintstones, bro. Everything will be rock.
That'd be crazy shit.
Everything will be rock.
That'd be crazy.
But you'd be
shit.
strong as hell, bro.
Yeah, we would unlock 1 million, like, bro.
Percent of muscle. It's like the Flintstones. They're using their feet to drive, bro. You might as well just walk.
Oh man, right? Absolutely, Snot. Absolutely, AI should be a tool, not a crutch.
Yeah, and I think people are.
It should be a tool.
And that's what it's making kids now. It's making kids very slow and
empty.
And yeah, that's the only thing. Like I said, that's the only thing that sucks. So, but no, yeah, I saw that. I sent it to you, not realizing we can't show it. But.
Use AI to enter symptoms to get a list of similar diagnoses or diseases to invent. Thank you.
So like that's why I said there's some pros. There's a it's a tool to help, not a tool to help you cheat.
It's not a replacement.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it a replacement.
This is the complete form.
Yeah,
it's so malleable. It's so fucking malleable, bro.
That's why it's crazy. It's funny because you look at it this way: you and I can get in a car, go on a road trip without using GPS or a map, but just looking at the signs up top. No one ever does that because they have the accessibility of their phones.
And you know what's sad though, right? Like AI can only create a culmination of what we've already created.
Yes.
So whatever idea AI comes up with is from us. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Unless AI breaks the code or solves the nature of reality or like fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shame. Like everything that goes into AI or every output that comes from AI is from here.
Yeah.
This is the final. This is the complete.
The final form.
This is the complete thing. I don't understand why people fail to realize life is the final form of like.
Vic just sent me this.
Hilarious, bro. I look traumatized.
Bro.
I look traumatized. That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, I get it. But yeah, like it's a tool to help humanity, not to make you.
It reminds me of one of those PTSD memes. Not to make you docile, and I think that's what it's doing to the younger generation. Like they can't do anything without it, and they crash out, bro.
Yeah,
they crash out so easy,
and that's the thing. It's like
because they can't process. Like
how to do things the regular way.
They can't process shit. Everything is overstimulating to them. Real life is overstimulating to them.
Yeah, that's what he wrote. This is for you, Vic.
Shame.
Yeah, Smoke.
It's for you, Vic. I got you, bro.
Nah, that's crazy, Smoke. That's hilarious. Nah, that's real.
But
that's real.
So how do you want to close? How do you want to close this, man?
Final thoughts. It's exactly what I've been saying since we first started the show.
Yeah.
Literally just Google every single AI episode. It's going exactly the way I said it was.
Yeah, and then like I said, again, college, 10th grade reading level.
Like I said, it starts with community, man.
It does.
It starts with community.
That's why I always tell people to read. Don't. It'd be more preferable because you're exercising your brain.
You're exercising your brain.
I get it.
It hurts to try.
I get it. There's the audio version, and yeah, let's say you're working and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Find your head voice. Why do you think I'm such a character? Like I knew my head voice and I developed it over the years. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like I know how I want to sound, how I want to speak. You know what I'm saying? I know my audience. I know what to say, when to say it. Yeah. Like, and just because I learn new words doesn't mean I'm going to keep using those big words everywhere I go. I can still explain it at different levels for
and there's always a lot more to learn.
Right, and there's always more to learn. And it's easier to explain concepts when you learn a bigger word that explains the whole fucking concept.
Yeah.
Instead of saying the car goes vroom, you know what I'm saying? The car traveled. The car accelerated. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just easier. I don't know why. Like, if you want shit to be easier, learn bigger words. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just that easy. It's just that easy. Like colloquialism.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? An idea that's shared, an experience that's shared. You know what I'm saying? With everybody. Yeah. Colloquialism. But no one wants to say all of that.
Yeah.
An experience that no one's going to go around and say, hey, an experience that's shared. No one's going to say that.
No.
It's just an easier way to say it.
They find a shorter word for it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you learn bigger fucking words. Your reality becomes easier because you can condense large concepts, large thoughts into a single word and get your point across and move on with your fucking day. You save time.
Yeah.
You save so much time. When you don't know something, you know what you're doing. You're Googling it. You're researching it.
Yeah, so you can learn it.
So
if I don't know a word, I look it up because I don't want to misuse the word in a sentence, and then people come to me and tell me, "Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
Right.
So I literally, if I don't understand what a word means, I'll either ask or I'll look it up, understand it, so I can use it in the correct context, and then I'll add it to my vocabulary. So the next time I use the word, I'll understand what it means.
Snot says, no, Vic says.
Wait, Potato, you never answered.
You answered my question. I don't know if it's answered it. Hold on. Snot, I'm okay with not knowing calculus. No, that's fine. All right.
Yeah. I'm not building a rocket ship.
Right, we're not building a rocket ship. None of that,
just the basics, bro. It's, you know what I'm saying? If you can't even write a resume.
Just mental math, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know how to tip?
Yeah.
Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, calculating a percentage. That's simple shit. I learned that in the 3rd fucking grade, bro. Motherfuckers don't know how to tip. That's spooky. Let me see. You over here talking about calculus. I still don't understand algebra. Snot using AI to enter. Said that. Smoke. I think it censored your question,
Probably
brother.
did.
How much for custom? Oh, Smoke, for you, bro.
Custom what?
For custom art. Honestly, in the beginning.
In the minging.
I actually did my art just to really kind of express myself. It was never, I don't know, I never really go into anything to make money. It's so weird. I hate it.
Oh, because you made beans and you made.
Right, I hate it.
I got
like,
you.
Everyone, you should charge. But it's like, I don't know. I hate it because people do take advantage of me.
What is he looking for?
Pause. Let me see. For custom art, I don't know. Talk to me after the thing. I'll hook you up, brother. I got you, man. I got you. No charge, bro. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm charging you. I'm charging.
They're like, I don't know you like that.
Right, I'm charging. Right. I'm not a. It's not a bank. This ain't a giveaway. Sorry, ain't no raffle. I got you, Smoke. I'll talk to you, brother.
Yeah.
What else? I
think that's it.
Yeah.
For me, I would just, like I said, say, like, keep exercising your brain, keep making it work. Don't just let everything give you all the answers and all that shit. So, but no, man, I just saw that and then I'm like, man, this is the direction we're going. That's the direction. This the reality we chose.
That's just what it is. This is the reality we chose.
But for them to say I would rather fail than to actually try is the crazy part.
Right. Everything's just going to be really outlandish.
And then it's crazy too, like the thing that Snot sent us, them saying, "Oh, why did you block ChatGPT from doing it?" That's the point. So you can critically think and do it yourself. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What kind of fucking question is that?
But that's the thing. But that's how dumb they are. They didn't think about how dumb the question was.
So now this is the sad part because now
here's the thing: when you lack a head voice, you can't talk to yourself and be like, "Oh shit, this is stupid as fuck."
But this is the sad part now because now a degree is literally just a piece of paper.
Right.
You're just wasting money for no reason now. It has no value,
certificate
weight, or meaning.
No, it's a certificate on internet proficiency.
Yeah, it is.
and not actual practicality.
Yeah, a degree.
Actuality and practicality.
Yeah, a degree. A degree no longer means shit because
It's
people,
how well can you use the fucking internet? How fast can you find the information? How fast can you repeat what someone did or what
how
someone
fast
wrote?
can you regurgitate what the
Right.
computer system
Right.
told you?
They're gonna have the Parrot Olympics, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? We ain't finna have
man.
spelling bees. What
Yeah.
the fuck? We finna have what do you call it? Prompt typing.
We're no
competitions.
longer no licking. We're no longer gonna
Oh,
have
he's eating his bone.
we're no longer gonna have natural leaders. We're no longer gonna have natural leaders. ChatGPT go and lead America.
You what?
But yeah, that's all I got. I just want to bring that up because it is crazy. It is crazy the direction that these young kids are going.
Snot, I actually did do prints like a long time ago.
Yeah, he did shirt like some of the shirts I wore onto the show.
Yeah, I did like tees, poster prints,
Right now, I'm wearing
frames.
Soul Eater right now, but
I've only done one prints. Like I've only printed them once, and like that was it.
yeah.
That was literally it. But if you do want something, like I'll see what I got. I actually still have like the equipment to do the printing.
Well, I can get with our sister because she still has
Right,
some
that's
of
true.
the merch designs that we created.
That's facts. So yeah, absolutely.
If you
Yes.
if you want our faces on the shirt, let us know.
Yeah, if you want bald head and a potato on a shirt,
We got them ready.
you want to see my big ass teeth on a shirt. Chomper.
And my shiny
Yeah,
forehead.
he do got big ass teeth too. We'll make sure we'll to make
I call them horse.
we'll make the shiny spot extra bright.
They're made for hay.
Oh, why don't we just put an LED on your bald head on the shirt?
Oh, just to make it shine?
Like, and it'll
like if they can
flash.
turn it on, like
Yeah.
like they just push the button. They just push the button that turns on. Is it like a delay on the screen thing?
No, you're just hallucinating.
No, it's a delay. It's not moving at the same time.
Yeah, there has to be a delay, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Just in case.
Nothing is actually in sync, Jeff. Even your brain isn't seeing what you're seeing.
All right, let's go.
Exactly
It's time to
the
go.
moment it
Look at that.
happens.
See, he's ready. He got his chest all up in the camera again. He's like, let's go, niggas.
Now we want the pick ice and potato. That's crazy. All right, cool, for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, like us in potato form and
No. The crazy ass picture I sent you. The traumatic, the PTSD pic.
oh,
No, that's a perfect PTSD pic.
you just want his face on the shirt.
I'm a deep fry that shit. Absolutely, that's perfect.
Make it creative, bro.
I'm a deep fry.
And then just put like captions up top with different.
It's getting deep fried.
Just put your face on the shirt and then put on top. That's crazy work. Or
that's crazy.
Or
Spooky shit. Spooky shit.
I told you, bro. You got this, bro.
Especially with his caption.
Yeah.
Spooky shit. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Under it put never scared. Oh man. That's crazy work. Sir.
It's about that time.
I think about that time.
Yeah, Bruce is saying it's about that time.
Look at him looking at
Yeah,
me.
he's like,
bro,
bro,
if you don't hurry up.
But I've been sitting here for an
I've
hour.
been waiting forever. He's gonna keep glaring at me until we leave.
Guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. If you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes, and of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining all three of us at the tabletop.
Yeah.
You have a good night, weekend, evening, and day, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Snot.
Thank you for
Thank you,
tuning
Jimmy.
in. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Thank you, Black Coffee. Thank
Snot,
you, Smoke.
Y'all get home safe. Y'all, if you're out,
Enjoy
you're out
your-
the wars.
Enjoy your expensive ribeye.
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. See, I don't even know what it's called because I'm poor.
Smoke. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's only a war crime if you get caught. Absolutely diabolical.
Diabolical.
Oh, man. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Snot. Y'all and Spooky Ookie Bruce.
They were Growing up.
The black can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That was
They were my best friends. Growing up.
The black can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro.